Happy rails to you. Welcome back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching my channel and the videos. Sometimes they go real fast and sometimes they're slow. Happy rails to you. Thanks for watching in. All right. Well, I got it loose on one side. The problem is, naturally, is that the mountain's kind of in the way. I was hoping, those are slats, so I was hoping to be able to and I still might. It's breaking loose. But I was hoping to take it out individually without having to move that mountain. I've got a kind of another idea for that mountain. In order to move that mountain, I'm afraid it's going to get torn up, and I don't really want to have to rebuild the whole mountain. Which I was thinking about moving the mountain to the back side of the wall, that back wall. Anyway, when I got it all finished. But I'd rather move it as one whole section than to move it and bust it up. But we'll see what we've got. One of the biggest problems with this particular deal, as I said, it's not tongue and groove, but it's slatted. If I can get this loose enough. I mean, I've really got that other wall tied up against it, so it's not very giving. I'm gonna take a minute, take me a little drink break, and we'll see what happens. So I'll be back. Well, there it is, guys. I decided not to open it up all the way. That was a challenge, just getting what we got done. And I'm not done yet for the day, but I'm getting close to winding it up. I didn't get as far along as I would have liked to, so I'm going to work a little longer. But as you can see, I had planned to take it up all the way up to there, but it was just too hard to get it out of the between the two walls where there was a separation. I guess I just built, when I fixed that side of the shop area, I guess I just built it too good, because I butted it so tight that couldn't really get the boards out. So, since I was contemplating moving this mountain, that's another thing. I did try to move the mountain, and in order to move it, it's going to take at least 2 or 3 hours of work, and probably destroying quite a bit of the mountain itself. And it's not that great a mountain, but it is my very first huge mountain that I've ever built, and I'm kind of proud of it. And since I'm going to put a bookcase on this wall behind it back here first anyway, and then build the layout out to match this side, bring in on the camera so I can show what I'm talking about. Get a little closer. Okay, this side, back. Layout's actually going to wrap this pole that you can only see right here. This, of course, is not what I'm going to be using, but this is just to give you an idea. So the layout's going to actually wrap this pole. It's going to come around in front of this case or shelves that I'm going to have right here. It's going to fill in this area here. And so what I was really trying to get was some light from in here back here and give it a see-through effect. And I think just that opening has given me quite a bit of light back here from there. And once I get this wall finished on the inside back here, on this back side, and have my layout counter or top set up, this will work quite nicely, because it won't be so deep in this corner because of the shelving on the back wall. So yeah, it's going to work out. That still leaves me a support. So I was thinking I was going to have to go ahead and take this 2x4 out. But that still allows me to leave this 2x4 in and connect to it. And that not only saves on building material and construction, but that saves time. But anyway, this is going to work out for this side. The other side I hadn't started on yet. And looking at it after tackling this one, that side wall was a little different than this side wall. But I think I'm going to have a similar problem over there. But we'll see how that goes. I've drawn up a couple of new plans for it, or I have a couple of new plans for it that I modified. From an old set of plans. And we'll see. But like I say, it's been almost 5 weeks, probably, since I've been out here and did any work. Maybe 6, I don't know. Didn't feel good there for a while, and then the weather was bad. Raining. Do-da. Too cold. Got really cold. So I had this day had the opportunity. I've had one other day this week. I was going to take advantage of it and wasn't able to get out here and do it. But the point is, we're going to get her done now. We're going to head toward the final finish work and the close. So it really took some work just to get this section out right here. And there was something I could have done a little differently than that, but that's okay. Because actually, guys, when I built this mountain, I didn't intend on tearing it down. I didn't think I would ever expand into this side. As I said, we were using it for storage. And one day my wife says, because I was saying I just don't have enough room. And she said, why don't you go ahead and expand into, because you don't have any place else to go. And I was like, are you serious? You got to know my wife. She says, yeah. I think it'd be good if you did that. So that was an encouragement to me. And, you know my medical history for the last 3 years. So I got out here and I probably got a little too gung-ho with the start of this thing. I had help one day, maybe 2 days. And in the first beginning of tearing this wall down, because he got those places that I couldn't reach and couldn't get at that time. And then it just progressed from there. I felt better and better. The more work I did, the better I felt. Tired, was really wore out. But then that's to be expected because I hadn't done anything. for such a long time. So I'm tired right now. So when I got sick this last time, I don't know what it was, but and not doing anything for several weeks kind of took something out of me. But I'm still feeling good, other than being a little tired. Matter of fact, some of that tiredness has actually went away. But I was determined to get this cut out. It was fighting me tooth and nail. But I got it. And like I said, I'm going to reshape this part up here. Get that right. And move to the other side, maybe. And depending on what my day looks like tomorrow, and the Lord grants me another day, we'll see what we get done then. I'm going to go ahead and do a little more finish work on this. A couple of rough cuts on it I need to take care of that you really can't see, and I can hide them later on, but I'm not trying to even do that. I want to get rid of them. That way I don't have to hide them. So I'm going to go back to work, do that. Wouldn't be beneficial to take out another panel or two. I thought about that also, but it wouldn't be beneficial. You still can't see it. But now, there is light coming through from the other side. Not a whole light, but it helps with this light that was shining through here. I can actually see over in this corner now. And I'll finish this up, get done for the day, and all right, guys. I just wanted to show you before I actually hit quit for the night. I am done now, and I just wanted to show you. I did take out the rest of the wall. That top section. It's all gone now, as you can see. Except for my header up above, all the way across. I still hadn't done this wall. But that wall is done down to the layout top. And we're going to redo the layout trackage, and it's operational on this top level for sure. Bottom level is going to change too. But for now, we've just got it all open so that we can go ahead and connect. I did go ahead and leave the lower part of the wall, as it's going to serve as my support for the extension as I come out over to this wall. It's a perfect extension. But like I said, as you can see, I did go ahead and take all of that out, and I think it looks much better. Upon the close-up, because you can see it, now you can see the back wall and everything. All right. So I'm done for the night. It's about 5:30. Go in the house, rest a little bit, clean up, and my wife and I are going out for our Friday night date night and enjoy our dinner. I enjoyed this day. I hope you enjoy this part of the video, and we'll see you in the morning. God bless. All right, guys. I'm back. Saturday morning. Well, actually, it's late Saturday afternoon now. I slept a little longer than I intended to this morning. Didn't get going until around 11 o'clock. My wife had some things that she wanted to go do. So we went and did those things. By the time we got back, it was early afternoon, around 2:30. And so I'm out here in the shop, and it is extremely colder today than it was yesterday. It did warm up though today to about 58, but that was during the hours of between 9 and 1. So the temperature's already dropping. It's a little chilly out here, but it's not bad. I can actually work in my t-shirt and thermal undershirt. But anyway, as I showed you in the video ending yesterday, I got that all cut out. Ended up having to change my blade, which I knew was going to need changed anyway, but it broke in the process of cutting. But man, I'm going to tell you, those saws, those reciprocating saws, when you've got a good blade in them, stuff just goes like hot butter, like a knife through hot butter. It just really cuts. So it only took me, all in all, a couple of hours afterwards. Got done around 5:30 or so, and it's pretty good timing. Really felt good about what I did get done on yesterday. I had so much trouble yesterday cutting stuff and moving stuff out and moving stuff around and getting stuff done that I was really getting disappointed. But that's the way it goes, and sometimes the longer it takes you to do things, because for various reasons, seems like the harder it is, but the better it turns out, hopefully. So we're back out here. The next thing I want to do is work on this end of the existing old layout, where I cut that off and I cut those supports out of there. I've got to re-support this end of it that we took out the wall. It's good on the wall end, but right about a foot, 18 inches from that, where I took out this 32-inch section, I've got to replace that 32-inch section and support it, because there's no support there. There's no spleen. There's nothing there. So, and this end was put together with scrap lumber, so it's in sections. So what I've got to do is go in and re-support that. So I've already got my lumber ready that I want to use. It's a section that I cut off of the layout, and I'm fixing to cut it down. I do have, and it will give me full support for all the bad sections or weak sections that's in here. Shore them up and get them back, and that will give me my outside support also. for my fascia. So I'm going to get started, go over here and prepare to cut this board. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I got to cut the end of this off. Instead of using my circular saw, I'm going to go ahead and use the reciprocating saw. Cut it off right there. Okie dokie. Take this and set it over under the layout and see how it works. Okay, we got all our cuts and our blocks and everything now. Now, the trick is to get this up to where I can get this under it. This is the piece that's sagging and needs to be lifted. I've got this piece in here that needs to come out, and I don't have my drill out here as I took it out. So I'll have to knock this out. Which has got to come out anyway. Just really wasn't ready to take it out yet. Okay, now this will go up where it needs to go. Yeah, I guess we'll put this in first. Kind of working in limited. And it's going to take something to root that off of there. So just gotta, there we go. Like I'm a little bit long on this end. No, we're okay. All right, here we go. Looks like I missed the bucket. A little bit. right there. Right there. Looks like I gotta take about a 1/2 inch off of this. And a 1/4 inch off of that end. Okay, I'm gonna take this, pull this back out, cut a 1/4 inch off of this end, and I've got a little section here that I had cut at an angle when actually the board is at an angle, but I didn't cut it quite over far enough. So I'm going to take care of that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. There, now we got it. And here we go again. El Producto. Okay. I don't know what happened to you. I think this is sitting out the way it looks. I've got a one support bar that was going across here, sitting out too far. And it won't cut because it's vibrating too much. So what we'll do with that is, I gotta knock this back out. I use screws and nails, guys, when I'm putting a layout together. Certain areas I use screws because I might want to take it apart sometime. It's easier when I'm not pushed for time to take the time, take the screws out, and just fix or change whatever I need to do. I nail together what I plan to stay together that I don't plan to take apart. And I find the screws hold stuff together and as well as the nails. But when I use the nails, then I never have to worry about them working back out. Just when I hammer them, I usually countersink them. And they wedge. That did it. This section right in here was weak because when I took this out, this actually extended over to here. I don't know if you remember it or not. And I had to cut, this is actually where the case, the bookcase set was along right in here. And all of this was tied in together. So when I cut this out, I had to cut out this rib section that went through here that attached to the layout because that's what the bookcase went to. And I couldn't get to it to tear it apart. So consequently, I had to cut it out. And in doing so, this area right here was supported by a 2x4 spline that I put in there that went down and took care of all this half-inch or inch support that I put down in under here. And when I took that out, it no longer had that support. Plus, it was also the leg basically for this because none of this was connected to this wall that was here before now. Now it is attached to this bottom wall. That is its base now. So I had to go back in and re-support this area because, as I said earlier, this was composed. I ran out of material. I had a lot of scrap material that would cut and fit. And so I cut and fit this area out of the scrap material. So I had a lot of spaces in it that could only be covered at the time the way it was done. And it would support about 300 pounds as long as that spleen was in there. But no spleen, no weight. And everything was tilted. So now we got it level or close to level again. I'm going to take care of this area. Take care of this. There's nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. We're just going to work with it just like that. So I have to kind of break out the big guns. Okay, what we're going to do. It's a hard booger. One more, one good hit. There we go. Pushed it out a little bit. Ah. Oh man, tight angle here. Yeah. Now that's well anchored. Just leave it trying to stick out a little more again. Gotcha. I think you're gonna be okay. I need one right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that got you. Feel you though. But that definitely got you. One good thing about it, all that litter that I couldn't get off of here, now 99% of that was on here will come off by the time we get done rebuilding this layout. That's a good thing. It's all getting loose now. Okay. Still got to do this right here. This is a rough one. Perfect. All right. I want to make sure every section of this is tight. There we go. Yes, sir. I think I'm going to go ahead and level this up. I had a tunnel down through here at one time. And I had a slight differentiation between the levels. This was for the raceway. For those of you who are not familiar, when I first built this layout, I added a raceway to it that went around it, or was going to go around it. But as I began to build it, I found it interfered so often with my track that I didn't never finish it and went back and took it all out. So I had on this back half double tunnels, but you couldn't see the raceway tunnel because it was actually behind the train tunnel, right up against this back wall. And that's what this was, this section right here. They actually sat under the mountain, and the raceway went around. Came through, went around. This was much different then. It only went to the mountain, this backside, made a turn, and came back and went back around. It didn't go around the complete layout. The S gauge was just a section from that end to about the middle here. and it was quite different. But as I said, the raceway didn't plan out. The S-gauge track, I didn't quite like it the way it worked out over in this back corner over here, and so I tore it all out and redesigned it. And I did that a couple of times before I actually got it to the design it is now. And I actually like this, but as I say, it was just still problematic for me, and not enough room, not long enough. My runs weren't long enough, and this is going to give me an extra almost 4 foot. It's going to be about 30, I don't remember, 34 inches, I think, 36 inches, or 36 and a half inches. I don't remember. But anyway, almost 4 foot, 42 inches really. What it was wall to wall is 42 inches. So this is going to be a whole lot better. And as I say, I still got to insulate these back walls. This wall, this back wall, in this corner section over here. Well, I'm pretty pleased with having gotten this in tonight. Or this afternoon, this evening. Not sure what time it is now. But we'll work a little while longer. And then I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, because I figure I only had a couple of hours out here. It's getting colder outside. The temperature's dropping in, and the temperature's also dropping in here now. So we're going to do a little more work. See how far we get, what we get done. I actually brought my mask out here finally to do some cutting with. When I'm cutting out here, the dust and everything's so bad. And I hadn't been doing it, and I needed to do that. And I still didn't put it on, so. Go figure, right? All right. Well, guys, I don't know exactly where I'm going to go next. Still want to, there's a couple of areas here. Still want to address. I think I clearly want to put, yeah. If I didn't know better, I swear I didn't even put anything in that at all, but I did. Okay, I need to put one right here. Okay, so I just cut a board and put it in underneath this section where the tunnel was. That was uneven, and evened it up. I had a piece of kind of a clapboard and I cut it in half and put that section up in there. So we got that. Man, I would have liked to got a lot more done today. But we're finished with this. It's solid. It's not going nowhere. Got this level now, except for this section down here, which is level till it gets to right here, and then it rises up because we've got a 1/2 inch piece, or a 3/4 inch, 5/8 sitting in here. That was to raise this section to make a little mound like. And to bring us up above the tunnel, which was back here. So I could have went through and tore this out and all that, but there's a lot of trouble. So we just level up this tunnel section back here, because I really don't know how far back we're going to come with the track or what we're going to use this area for right now. So we're just going to level it up, get it level, and that brings us level out here, which is, there might eventually be a road here or a track here. Don't know, as it comes off here and comes down here. Don't know. Don't know what we're doing, but we shall see. We want to get the construction, all the construction work done first, and so that's what we're doing. As I said, I had to go ahead and fix this now that I got that wall out, and go ahead and address this situation here. And we've got it. When we come back and work on the layout, then we'll finish working on this and detail it. When we get our trim on, it's going to look good and everything. But for now, we're going to call this done deal. It's stable. It's solid. We're good. It's the right proportion now to the rest of the layout. Just dropped my tape measure, but I'm reasonably sure it's about 32, 31 inches wide down in this area. Move this. $31 exactly, right on the money. Yep. Right on the money. Can't really measure this now, but it should be the same. We were a little short when I cut it because of the way I had to cut it. So I knew this was going to be a little short on this end, and then especially when we had to take that support out. All right. I think from here, tomorrow's the Lord's Day. And so we won't be doing anything out here tomorrow. Probably now, not until Monday or Tuesday at the latest, Lord willing. And we might do a little more crack filling. I see probably could be some more seams on the outside wall. Could be sealed from the inside with some foam insulation or with caulk. And we're going to get on that other side and do whatever we're going to do to that wall. And we'll be done with that part of it, hopefully. Then the only thing we'll have to do is the walls and the ceiling. So there's some trim work that's going to have to be done. But other than that, we're getting there. All right. Well, like I say, I don't know exactly what time it is. I don't have my watch. But it's got to be probably, I'm guessing, around 6 o'clock, 6:30. Could work a little later. It's getting kind of cold in here. And save something for Monday to do, right? All right. We'll see you then.